Hey, Michael, thanks for joining us. We appreciate
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Thank you for your patience. That's all I'm going to say. Things got a little derailed today. We are back on track and appreciate you so much. Thank you for being flexible.
Oh, yeah. You guys had to tell us all of the amazing things that happened in Joker Folia Do, which for what I caught, you guys genuinely loved.
Yes, exactly. Well, look, I love the cinematography, but tell us about your movie. Hey, it's okay. Tell us about your movie Things Will Be Different, which is opening theaters on Friday?
Yes, we are in theaters and video on demand on Friday. We're a weird sci-fi thriller that's about a brother and sister who commit a robbery and are running away from the cops, and they go hide away in a farmhouse that's also a time-traveling safe house. And when they try to go back to their original time after laying low, things will be different.
Well, first of all, I love this whole concept. The lo-fi sci-fi. I mean this as a compliment because lo-fi sci-fi is focused on ideas. It's all about ideas, and that's what I love about this. It's like that's the thing that Hollywood can't do. They're about spectacle or sequels or requels or whatever. So something original we're starving for. Where did you get this concept? And did you draw inspiration from other time travel films like Back to the Future, among others?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I come from a family of just scientists who just love watching sci-fi movies. So we just like watch them and pick them apart all the time. So this movie's mainly for them and all of the time travel movies we love. So I pulled from not just like Back to the Future or 12 Monkeys, but I pulled from Terminator. And the main inspirations were Looper and Time Crimes, if you guys have seen those. Those are good, especially Time Crimes being a low budget, lo-fi time travel movie.
I mean, it shows you don't need like big spectacle effects. You need ideas. Is there a website to the movie? We should go to the website.
There is a magnet releasing website.
I'll look it up or put it in private chat. I'll say
we're doing everything.
By way of example, I want to inspire our audience. We have 2,500 people watching live right now. We have a lot of questions and comments for you. I want to inspire them because you, Michael, is this your first film?
This is my first feature. Absolutely.
Yeah. So before you made your first feature, you did make a feature. You were an aspiring filmmaker. Now you are fully a filmmaker with a movie in theaters and coming to VOD. So you can do this. The one thing I don't know you. We've never met. I'm gonna guess you never quit. You kept working on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And if it actually one of my first shorts that I ever made. My biggest inspiration and to keep going was getting a review on Film Threat that liked the movie. So if it weren't for Film Threat, I would probably had a longer time getting here. You guys were a huge inspiration to indie filmmakers, even when they make their short films. So thank you guys so much for being supportive, even way before this.
Well, what film was that, by the way?
I want to put that on repeat. No one ever thanks us. No one ever thanks us.
It's true. The movie's called Save and Continue. It's a character drama from I guess I made it now 6 years ago, but it was a huge boost for me to get that review, see people engage with it, even for a small nobody filmmaker like me at the time, and now I get to keep going from it. So thanks, guys.
That's awesome. We have a lot of questions here. So if you're ready, let's hit you with the chat. This is my colleague, Alan Ng here. If you know Alan.
Hi, Alan. It's really great to meet you.
President. We're running in the campaign. Here's our.
You got my vote already.
Okay. All right, let's go. Alan, if you would.
Yes, AD Ellis, as a fan of Resolution. Is this as a fan of Resolution, did you have any memories of your time working as an associate producer on the film that began the Benson/Moorhead mythology? Did the entire production really cost $20,000?
Yes. So that was actually my first job out of film school. I was hired as a production assistant, and the crew size was about, I would say, 8 people, including the cast. It was a super, super low budget movie, but they helped pay my rent for the couple of months I moved out to Los Angeles, and they bumped me up to associate producer credit for all the extra work I did. And they are the biggest champions of independent, lo-fi science fiction movies.
That's great.
And then ADL Ellis also asks, what was behind the decision to shoot in Indiana? Is there an indie scene? How are the local crews? Do you have any memorable stories of your time you spent there?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We found this incredible farm location because the movie takes place like 95% on this farm. And this farm was set in Indiana. I believe it's called the Mill District. It's like a rustic wedding venue that used to be a failed town. And we just turned it into a giant film set for like 3 days. And I being giant, I mean like 10, 15 people. So yeah, I had a really great time. I mean, other than weather being really terrible and killing power to the whole town for like a week, it was great. And there is like a little bit of a bubbling indie film scene because of Detroit and Chicago being like very close to both cities.
All right, Sisa G 269. I like the idea of lo-fi sci-fi. A good story matters the most.
Yeah, agree.
All right, Solomon Thorne. Greetings, Sir Michael. What is your approach to creating a grounded sci-fi story?
I have the only mantra I kind of gave myself when writing this, because there's the old writing saying, write what you know. But when you're writing like low budget stuff, it's just write what you have, because you're basically going to have to borrow and curry favor with everybody you know. And then you just have to be a little bit imaginative. I mean, you don't have a big spaceship set. You don't have actual designs like time travel portals or whatever. You just got to turn a closet door or a telephone into a time travel device, and the imagination will run wild with that. So imagination and borrow and curry favor with everyone you know.
All right, Matthew Hammond for 2 asks, did he take inspiration from Primer?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Primer was a huge influence because that's like the most heady version of a time travel movie you could do, where they just, here's like an entire world of rules and science, and pray you can sink or swim with that. So we took a lot of inspiration in that, trusting an audience doesn't have to know every single detail in order to have fun and enjoy a good time travel movie.
All right, Anarkitty 83. Time Crimes is great. We'll definitely check this out.
Yes.
I found the trailer. Do we want to watch the trailer together? I think we can do it.
Will you hit us with the copyright strike?
Is that okay? Just don't copyright claim us, will you?
I definitely won't do that on my end for sure.
Please do not do it. This happens to us. I'm gonna share the trailer. We can watch it. It's 2 minutes. Come on, 2 minutes. Here we go. All right, hang on here. Here we go, folks. Trailer.
What's the backup?
There is no backup. Trust me. This is it. What?
Is that it? A magical safe house.
Now we wait for time to pass in our present, then we head back and make sure we're clear.
Where's the key? There's got to be a key somewhere, right?
There never was a key. Hello. You shouldn't be here.
The cycle is delicate. Time isn't kind to the displaced.
I can't take it anymore. There's no going home.
Is that what you really think?
What's that supposed to mean?
You are working with them. You brought me here to...
Why would I do any of that? Someone is coming. Eliminate them before they reach the door, or you and your brother will die here.
Whenever we realize that we are in an excited state, we breathe in, take in our surroundings. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Why are you doing this?
I can't be the only one that got chills watching that. I mean, seriously, that was awesome. Who did your trailer? That's fantastic.
It was that Trailer House Jump Cut. They did an amazing job. I mean, as an editor, as my main trait, I almost did the trailer, but then they gave a great pitch and they did even better than I could have. So shout out to those guys and the whole team over there.
That's great. We still have a lot more questions here. Let's get to these.
All right, GM Gaither. Yeah, it would be great to get a sci-fi that gets back to the roots of the genre, philosophical questions, and putting humans in strange new situations to see how they do. That's sci-fi.
100% agree.
Question, Michael. Given your work on your previous short prior to this film, is there anything you're proud of having learned from your short that carries into this feature?
Yeah, you kind of have to just learn the scope of like your movie and try to like make the best cheap version of that movie. I feel like a lot of indie filmmakers make this mistake where they're trying to chase like a Michael Bay multi-million-dollar movie but only have this much money. Make a really good version of like a $10,000 short or even smaller with just like a camera and like sticks, maybe handheld, and just have a good time. Like the amount of things you can do creatively with just a camera, a sound gear, and a couple of people, and you will defy all of Hollywood expectations for sure.
Kevin Ties wants to know, how did you go about gathering your crew?
I have a couple of crew members that I've known for about 15 years, especially since knowing them since Florida State Film School, which is where I went a while ago. And then we hired locally from Detroit, a little bit in Ohio, and Chicago for our crew, who drove down into this corner of Indiana to shoot. And they are incredible crew members that work on amazing TV shows and commercials there. And they, need more indie film scene to keep their spirits alive. So that's where we mainly pulled from.
And a final question. We know the movie is in theaters. It's at the Cine Lounge on Sunset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Draft House as well.
Yes, at Draft House. I love Draft House. So it's in theaters, VOD, but James Woolard asks, he says, he's a member, well, this is better than Joker 2. Can I watch this in the UK? Any UK release?
We actually are releasing in theaters also on October 4th. If you go and check out, we are going through Lightbulb Films from there, but we are playing in Ireland and the UK. So be sure to check out there.
Oh, that's great to hear. James, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Also for being flexible.
Oh,
I
of course.
appreciate that. And I'm excited because I think your movie is eligible for Award This.
You know what? I'm just glad people are seeing it. I came in with no expectations making this movie. I'm very lucky to even be on here. I'm so lucky to just talk about the movie and share it with cool filmmaker friends and people like you guys. So we got awards, great, but also I'm just glad people are seeing it. So thank you so much for having me.
We do a category, indie sci-fi. It's our annual show. It's Award This. Go to awardthis.com. Submit your movie to be eligible for the show. And we award small indie movies that don't get the love they deserve. So just want to let you know that you are eligible.
Oh my God. Yes. Wait, I'm going to totally look into this. I totally forgot. You guys do this every year and I follow it, and I didn't even just think about it for my movie, but now I'm going to go do it. So thank you guys.
It's a show, and it's a way to highlight like a lot of movies that don't get the love they deserove. So
that means the world to me. All right. Yes, I will definitely consider for this for sure. Thank you guys so much for having me on, and best of luck with the rest of the episode, y'all.
No, thank you. Well, we'll see how our luck holds out. Alan and we're having some issues, but thank you, Michael. Hope you're back with your next film.
Absolutely, guys. Take care.